Good evening. Welcome to Channel 18. Is that how we say here? Dick Herman, been here a long time. Different crew this year. Dennis Karen joining me in the booth. And first football game. First time doing a game. I figured it out, Dennis. 390 days
Wow.
have passed since I last called a game. And that was a hockey game back last February. You're at about 387 because you did
I did some basketball.
you did a couple of basketball games afterwards without me. So a long time in between games, but here we are. Non-league game, Nantucket and Mashpee, common opponents against each other. They've met quite a bit over the last 5 or 6 years.
No doubt about it, Dick. And this is a game that's going to be hard to predict. We'll have to see. I know Mashpee has a quarterback that's going to start for 3 years. So.
Okay, Mashpee did win the toss. They deferred. They'll be kicking off, but we're getting ready here for the national anthem. National anthems being sung by Nantucket senior Caroline Harding. They want us to sing. They got nobody singing? I guess Caroline didn't show up. The team's over there singing. Sing in air, it proved through the night that our flag was still there. The single banner yet wave, oh, land of the free and the home of the brave. Good job, Dennis. I like your voice.
Thank you. I like to. I sang it silently.
All right, so we had our first malfunction of the night. The national anthem, either the mic wasn't working or the young lady didn't show up. I don't know what happened, but the team picked it up, and we're ready to play some football.
No doubt about it, Dick. Winter football in Nantucket. Great.
Well, you know, when I heard they're going to play football in March, I said it was going to be very, very cold. Well, it's not very, very cold today, but we still got another 3 home games to play.
Remember in the days when we had spring football?
Spring football, right? It was
I
so
remember
cold
those
that a
days
couple of
very
the
well.
it was so cold that a couple of the helmets would get cracked in the warm-up
I
drills.
remember practicing in the parking lot with the snowbanks all around. So, Dick, we have a good matchup here today. The Whalers, a younger team than we've seen in the past, and Mashpee, I think, is kind of young. So, this should be an interesting game.
The last time these teams met, we were in the playoffs 2 years ago, and Nantucket finally got their revenge against Mashpee, having, I think, lost to them 5 times straight. They beat them in the playoffs by a big score. I think it was somewhere in the 42-0 range. They just had their way that night. We were over in Mashpee that time. That's the only time I've ever been in the Mashpee Stadium, and that was quite a night.
Yeah, that was a great night. And, playoff football is the best, no doubt about it. And the games, fumble. Mashpee's got it.
Open with the onside kick. Completely surprised Nantucket there. I don't know if Nantucket was sleeping or not. The ball on those types of kicks, it's 90% luck that the ball bounces your way.
Yeah, that ball bounced off of Tony Fox, number 77, recovered by Mashpee.
And it's a lot easier to recover an onside kick when the defense or the offense that you're kicking to is not expecting it. when everybody in the stadium knows an onside kick's coming, it's pretty hard to pull off. But in this situation, opening the game, it turned out to be easy.
The Whalers start out on the 48-yard line of Nantucket. 1st and 10. We're in an I formation, motion. Good job.
Big tackle there by James Corkin, Sr. James is playing football for the first time. He was the goalie on the ice hockey team, and never got involved with football before, but taking a whack at it this year. And what a way to open up, Dennis. Tackle on your first play.
So no gain, ball 2nd and 10.
We are playing 12-minute quarters, and you have to have a required water break halfway through the quarter.
A very little gain. So it looks like the ball's going to be spotted on the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 1.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3rd and 9 here. Right now, Mashpee is testing their offensive line against Nantucket's defensive line. Nantucket's defensive line is winning by a wide margin. Let's see if they go to a pass, which is probably the option. Justin Boyd's out there covering the wide receiver, wide right.
We got motion left, and I got a quick pass. And we'll have to see.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close. That's where they mark it.
Let's see where they spot it, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah. They needed 9. They got about 9.5, 10. And it gets it down to the 37. So it'll be 1st down on the 37-yard line. So see if Mashpee goes back to trying to run the ball. You want to establish a running game if your passing game's going to work.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got an I formation, 2nd back through. Cuts back. Number 25, nice run.
Big run there. And as soon as he got to the 2nd level, he made a couple of moves there. And probably got himself another 1st down.
Fredericks was the ball carrier. So we got a 1st down. And
ball
10.
on the 23, Dennis, so.
Yep.
They're calling it the 22. 1st and 10 anyways. We've played about 2.5 minutes. And Mashpee recovering the onside kick has picked up 2 consecutive 1st downs now.
I formation, 2nd back through, cut back again. Number 25, Caesar Fredericks with the ball. Made about 4 or 5.
On the first series when Mashpee come out, they try to run inside the tackle. And Nantucket stopped them for a 1-yard gain on the first 2 running plays. Since then, after the pass play, that sort of opened up Nantucket a little. The last 2 running plays here, although he did go up the middle on the yellow one. This one here, he's trying to go outside the tackle.
Yeah, and they're cutting back.
And then cutting back to the middle, right.
Yep.
35 is pretty quick.
What do we got here? Now they're in a 5.
Okay, it looks like it's going to be
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Number 12 looks like the fullback. Goes for about 3 more. So it'll be about 3rd and short for Mashpee.
Nantucket changed to a 5-man line there, Dennis, trying to clog up that middle a little bit more, getting a little bit more bulk in there. And
okay, they need a key stop here, Dick.
If you can get your bulk in there and hold that line, then your linebackers have a much better chance of making a tackle. And that's what happened on that play, but it's 3rd and 3.
And they're going to go quarterback keep, and he's going to make the 1st down and more. So Hendricks picks up the 1st down, and the ball's now down on
That'll be 1st and goal.
Inside the 10, right, Dick?
Inside the 10, yeah. First and goal. Ball on about the 7-yard line. 8 minutes left in the quarter. Remember, at the 6-minute mark, they take an official timeout for a water break. So right now, Nantucket's got their work cut out trying to stop this drive.
Nice job in there. Calkins again, Dick, number 81.
Yeah, when he crashes down like that, he's tough. And they're going to have a hard time running off that right tackle, Dennis, with Calkins there, because he just sleeps right down onto the ball
Looks like
carrier.
the ball's on the 6-yard line, Dick.
2nd and goal here. 7:19 to go here in the first quarter.
I formation, first back through, the fullback gets it down to about the 3 or 4.
So it's going to bring up
3rd down and
third down. I have a feeling it's just definitely 4-down territory. I don't think they'll be kicking a field goal.
Yeah, I didn't see them warm up as far as the kicker is concerned, Dick.
And it's 6:44, so if Nantucket can stop them on this play, there'll be a required timeout. Let's see what happens. The big thing is they got to stop them. That quick pass is always there.
First back
No,
through. And
big
it's
hole. In for the touchdown.
Hurdled over for a touchdown. Wow.
So Mashpee scores.
Mashpee looked really good on that drive, Dick. They did what they had to do.
Yeah, Mashpee had the short field. Caesar Hendricks, the senior running back, takes it in from the 3.
Okay, now they go to double wing, single back, number 25. 2-point conversion.
Going for 2.
Yeah, he's going to throw it. Number 12 into the end zone.
Wide
Number
open.
88. Matthew Boson, senior, 220-pound tight end.
So that was a 12-play, 48-yard drive. Remember, they hit the short field after receiving the onside kick, recovering the onside kick, make that. And their strategy paid off perfectly. Everything's going perfect for Mashpee. They won the toss, they deferred, they kicked off, and they went with the onside kick, which I think completely supplies the Whalers. But as you say, Fox hit the ball. It did carry the 10 yards, so it was a live ball whether he hit it or not. And then Mashpee fell on it. So now, the last thing the special teams coach said to his players, Dennis, was what? What do you?
Run the ball back for a
No,
touchdown?
watch the onside kick. What do you? Come on, Dennis. Come on. Are you sleeping on me already?
That's what I would have said.
You
Run
don't-
the ball back all the way.
You're not supposed to fall asleep to the 4th quarter. This is only the 1st quarter. You can't fall asleep on me.
Let's not fool around. Let's run it all the way back.
Run it all the way back. Even if it's another onside kick. All right, shot kick.
Number 30 for Nantucket.
Kenrick Liebert, he's in there for his blocking. He's the fullback. And he doesn't get many kicks. He took that one and brought it back a few yards. And Nantucket's a good field position as Mashpee doesn't look like they have a strong kicker of any type, Dennis.
No, that's true. Well, that's a weakness that can be exploited later on.
So Nantucket's going to start here 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll get one play in, and then you're going to have the new rule for the spring season here. Second winter season, whatever you want to call it, of a
Season
required
number 4,
timeout.
number 2, they call it. Number 1 for the...
Justin Boys just
And
about
he's
gets
hit
back
right
to the
away.
line of scrimmage. Let's watch the clock now and see if the official just calls it right at the 6-minute mark or they let one more play go.
That's it.
No, they're going to let it go and let them do one more play. The rule is the first play after the 6-minute mark. So evidently, even though they're in the huddle, they're going to let this play go and then call a timeout after the play.
What are some of the new rules, Dick? Do we know? Well, that's one.
That's one of it's most of the rules are in the timeouts.
Outside.
Justin
nice run.
breaks to the outside, picks up 4,
Not quite
5.
a first down, like 3rd and 2. Third and 8.
Well, evidently the officials don't know the new rule, Dennis, because I'm reading it right here in front of me. 12-minute quarters. There'll be a water break at the midpoint of each quarter. The break will take place at the first change of possession. Okay, change of possession after the 6 minutes.
Yep.
All right, so Nantucket, my mistake there. Nantucket has to give the ball up, which is kind of strange, Dennis, because you may not have a change of possession. Nantucket could hold this ball for the next 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh, there's your timeout right there, Dick.
Did the official call it?
No, Wills called it.
The Whalers called their own timeout. So, you asked about the new rules. I'm worried about do you remember the old rules? Do you remember the game of football? I know it's been a long time.
It has been a long time.
Do you remember it?
What was it about November 19th maybe?
That was with the old. That was with our time with the old station.
Yeah.
The old station manager. He's in the witness protection program now. If you didn't know that, he's up
in Maine.
off the East Coast somewhere. He goes by the name of Bino. So Bino is in hiding. He's in the witness protection program. I'd like to mention some of the sponsors that are left over from his realm there that are carried over into the season. Fairgrounds Restaurant, the Sea Grill, Arrowhead, Keeper's Restaurant, and Island Kitchen. We thank those sponsors for being part of the old program, and they're getting grandfathered in to this season. And we thank them for their coverage for the Whalers sports over the years. We're excited to be here at Channel 18, the government channel in town. A lot of good things. Some of our former students here working. Sean Davis, Andrew Cromartie. Our old film guy is back. Charlie, I don't know, Charlie's not an old student, but he's an old friend from the old crew. Feels like the gang is back together again.
Sure does, Dick. All right, we got a big third down here for the Whalers early in the season. And
so it's 3rd and 8. Nantucket does not want to give Mashpee the ball right back here now.
I think this is a passing down, Dick.
This is definitely a passing down.
Mackay Bowden going to give the ball off, and nowhere. And it's going to be a 4th down. They're going to have to punt.
Now, Dennis, since Nantucket took that timeout, we're going to have the change of possession now. Will there be the water break timeout? That's one of the new rules. We'll keep an eye on that.
Well, seeing how there was just a timeout, I don't know.
We'll find out. How often you said that in your coaching days?
Many times. And among other things. How about you, Dick?
Too many times. Sometimes now when I'm nodding off from my midday nap, I wake up saying, "Wake up! What are you thinking?" All right, no fake
High
here.
snap.
Oh my goodness,
no.
my goodness!
Oh,
Don't fall on it. Pick it up.
Down.
Oh my God!
Bad.
You don't fall on it. You got to pick it up and try to kick it. Even if you throw the ball out of bounds, you get the line of scrimmage. That's the worst possible thing you can do is falling on it there. Well.
The ball went well over Jeremy Cass' head. He could have probably run a little bit, maybe got a couple more yards.
Yeah,
it's hard to know.
It's hard to know in that situation. I wouldn't want to be in that situation. But, you know, the worst case scenario is you pick it up.
Yep.
Even if you get tackled, you
Yep.
still got that place. Once you fall on it, you take all that option out. So you pick it up. You got 3 options. A, maybe there's still time to kick it.
Absolutely.
B, maybe I can run the ball.
Absolutely.
C, I can throw a pass. If I throw the pass, it's the line of scrimmage. So you get the ball back from where it was sent it from, rather than giving the ball on the 1-yard line.
And they're going to go in for an easy score. And the Whalers down 14-0 in the first period. 3:34 left in the period.
So we are still here in the first period, and it's been all first quarter. We can't say period. Charlie's correct. He's right. It's hockey talk. I'm doing that for James Calkins because he's a hockey player playing football. We're in the first quarter, Charlie. Thank you.
Well, they're changing us all around. Dick.
All right. I'll make a mental note. I got getting my wrist slapped for the first time with the new station. when I get to 99, I'll be excited, but that's only 1. That means at the Christmas party, the company Christmas party, I'll only get 1 beverage ticket. Because
All right, going for 2 here.
Going for
And
2.
he's gonna throw it incomplete. Wow, Mashpee has it all going for them. 16-0.
16-0. It's the Mashpee Falcons, and Nantucket is really got to do something here now.
Yeah, absolutely. And they have to move the football.
Because right now Nantucket's really down on themselves right here, and basically it's a 3-score game right now. Nantucket can score twice and get 2 extra points and tie it up 16-16. But technically, they got to score 3 touchdowns if they want to win this game.
Absolutely, yeah,
And
that's right.
they got to get their
They got to get the offense uncorked.
So Nantucket is off next weekend, but we'll be back here for a home game 2 weeks from where I'm thinking that this is Saturday. This is Friday night. This game was moved from Saturday to Friday night, so it'll be 2 weeks from tomorrow, the coming Saturday, the 28th against Randolph. And right now it's scheduled for a 1:30 game, but we know what can happen. It went from 1:30 Saturday to 12:30 Saturday to possibly 4:30 Saturday to
And there's another
Friday.
down kick. And ball's at about the 38-yard line. You're right, Dick. I don't think they have a kicking game at
So
all.
Mashpee does not have a kicking game, but right now their defense has been strong and their offense has been strong. Other than those first 2 downs where Nantucket stopped them, there's been no movement with the Nantucket offense and plenty of movement with the Mashpee offense.
Ball's going to rest on the 38-yard line of Nantucket. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball spotted on the left hash mark. Wide side of the field is the right.
So Nantucket's got to open it up here a little.
They're going to have to.
You can't start pounding it into the middle.
And we got a flag. Too many men on the field?
The official
Looks
was
like they got a
trying to get,
Nandi out
yeah, the
there.
official was trying to get, I mean, the coach was trying to get the timeout to save the 5 yards, but I think the official saw it first. Now he's picking up the flag. Oh, so he
They
did
had
get the timeout in time. Interesting. So Mashpee gets the timeout. They gave him the timeout, so 3:30 to go here in the first quarter, and Mashpee is ahead 16-0.
And we have a timeout, so that's good. You expect a lot of mistakes in the first game anyway.
But
So,
what you got to remember is it's the first game for both teams.
yeah,
So, each team is going to make mistakes. Right now, Nantucket's made the most, but in the course of 4 quarters, they start to even out somewhat. There's a few fans around the field. I'm interested in what this crowd of fans are over in the left end zone over there. They seem to be.
These are all the students.
Oh yeah, probably the student
But
section.
it's funny that they sort of all went to one area. Yeah.
Well, it's great to see fans on the field. Oh,
Oh
fumble.
my goodness, a fumble.
And I think Mashpee's got it. No, Nantucket came up with it. Number 1, Justin Boyce got
Justin Boyce on the bottom of the pile, and that goes as a whoops. But they still recovered. Get
And
the
they-
ball back at the line of
30
scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Actually, they lose about a
it.
half
Losing
yard.
Yeah.
2nd and 11.
Okay. Everything's gone so far Mashpee's way. Nantucket Boyce is running back and forth. And they're going to run it. No place to go. Number 88 for Mashpee did a great job.
Yeah,
Forcing Boyce inside.
Yeah, Nantucket needs to hold their blocks there a little bit longer. He's looking for some running room. That's sort of a play where the quarterback gets out there and decides where the room is. But
We got a third
nothing
down
there.
here. Third down.
88's a tough guy to run against.
He did a great job setting the edge, though. He really did. All right, so we got a third down.
Third and long. Another fumble.
Fourth down. And Justin Boyce again came up with the ball. It's two fumbles that he saved.
So 2 fumbles, a bad snap on the center on the kick, and now they got to kick it again here.
So,
So
we might say that special teams have let the Whalers down early in the game.
Now you got to be nervous about getting this kickoff.
Another high snap, but he gets it off. And they're going to get away from it. Ball's on about the 49-yard line, so it's what,
So
a
Mash-
12-yard kick?
Mashpee is going to be running another offensive play in the Nantucket side of the field. They've run every play from the Nantucket side of the field. The first was 12 plays for the touchdown. The second drive was what? Only a 1-play drive, right?
Yep.
They recovered the botched punt attempt on the 1-yard line and ran it in. So they ran 13. This is their 14th play, all on the Nantucket side of the field. Nantucket desperately needs to stop them here, Dennis. They can't let Mashpee score again.
No, they cannot. High snap, and they're going to. Number 5 gets
Holding at
outside,
the corner. 88's holding. There's the flag. Finally saw it.
and that's going to be a big 10-yard.
Yeah,
from the
88
spot.
was holding all the way on that play. That was an easy call to make. Do you think he heard me yelling up here? Did I help? Did I
I
help?
think you helped there.
Did I help
really,
on that?
I
Good.
really do.
I want to help if I can. So that'll push it back and make it 1st and 20. Oh no, it's going to be a spot foul.
Spot foul.
So it's going to be first and 18.
All right.
Not a line of the scrimmage foul, but a spot foul, making it first
We might
and
see Hendrickson throw the ball. We got a first down inside of Will.
This is the first time they've been pushed back.
Yeah.
The penalty pushes it back into the
Bad
There's a
snap.
bad. He's down.
Down.
He's down. He put his knee down.
And that's going to push Mashpee back again.
High school football, you cannot have a knee down.
Ball goes down to the 36-yard line.
So that makes it second and, got to do my math here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, about second and about
And
25.
that's the end of the first period. And that's a good thing because Mashpee, if they have to punt, will be punting into the wind.
Speaking of the wind, it's supposed to pick up a little bit tonight,
heard,
overnight.
yeah.
A few gales.
It's supposed to be cold, too.
Cold again, yeah. That's the good and the bad of it. The good of it is we've had the last couple of days. You sort of get used to it. You say, spring is here. The bad of it is, no, it's going to be in the wind chill is going to be in the teens again come Monday morning. So that's not fun.
I was looking at the computer today for the long-range forecast. Tuesday, we might have snow.
Yeah, snow is not a fun thing to get
This time of year. But we'll see what happens, Dick.
One of my favorite storms of all time is the April Fool storm there. We got a lot of snow back. I forget the year now, but April 1st brought us a lot of snow.
I remember St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day, I was over in South Boston for a couple of St. Patrick's Day parades in the day.
So
and
was I, back
there
in the
was
day.
a few snowflakes in the air. Now, I heard that they celebrate St. Patrick's Day in the city of Worcester. Sean over here is familiar with the city of Worcester, so he probably did a few St. Patrick's Days in Worcester. All right, here comes they got to stop him in pretty good game, but not near enough. Picks up about 8.
So we got a third down and 16.
Now we're playing 12-minute periods today. I'm wondering if that's Charlie got me again. Number 2 slap on the wrist. I get 99, Charlie. I'm like 11 cats. So, all right. So I'm wondering now. I don't know what I'm wondering. I'm mad at Charlie for yelling at me.
All right, he's going to throw it.
Oh, that's a duck. That's a duck. Pick it off.
Ooh. Oh, no.
No. That's not the right call.
That is not the right call.
That was not pass interference.
No, it was not. Pick it up. Pick it up. Come on now. Oh. Boy, that's a tough call, Dick.
It's a lousy call.
First down, it's automatic first down.
It's an automatic first down, yeah. It's a lousy call. That was not pass interference. Nowhere near pass interference.
Now,
Ball was floating up in the air. Both players are trying to get their hands on it.
Now, Dick, if we were coaching, we would be
doing a lot of yelling.
A lot of yelling on. Mashpee's having trouble keeping the right number of players on the field.
I don't understand.
Sometimes 10, sometimes 12.
Now they're calling a fourth down, so it couldn't have been pass interference. It couldn't have been pass interference because pass interference isn't pass interference.
I thought it was automatic first down, but here again, Dick.
Third and 4.
Now it's a first down.
Now it's a first down.
Nice run. So Mashpee lucks out with a first down.
Yeah, it gets out of a big hole there. Nantucket had their break that they wanted on the Mashpee penalty and the Mashpee bad
so
snap.
So it must be in high school. If you have pass interference, it's an automatic first down. But if you have, let me see, holding or something like that.
Quarterback keeper.
Well, he's a good runner, Henderson. So I didn't realize it was a spot foul, Dick.
No, both fouls were spot. The hold wasn't a 10-yarder.
Right.
because they called it from there. So he had picked up picked up 2, so it was only an 8-yard loss from the line of scrimmage, and that there was a spot foul. Didn't result in the first down, so they had to earn it.
Hendrickson is a pretty good runner, isn't he, for a quarterback.
It's good size for a quarterback,
Yeah,
too.
he is. He's a good player. Up the middle he goes. That was a missed handoff.
I think you're right there. I think it sort of surprised the quarterback. The quarterback can't be surprised when he gets the ball, but he sort of acted surprised that he still had it. Now the coach is going to talk to him.
I think he got about 5 yards on that surprise, Dick.
Yeah. And the coach more or less said, "Good play, don't do it again."
Well, we're blaming the quarterback. It could have been the back.
Could have been the center. Could have been the back that was supposed to get the ball.
So
we don't know.
They're in an I formation. Number 5 is the running back now. And up the middle goes the fullback. And he fights close to the first down. We'll have to see where they spot it.
Yeah, he broke a couple of tackles there. It took the third hit to bring him down.
Number 5 is Nick Santos. He's the I back. So the ball spotted Dick on about the 12-yard line.
Yes, they can get a first down inside the 10 here.
They go outside. Santos is in. And the score goes from 16-0 to 22-0.
Santos brings it in on a 12-yard run, and he was wide open turning that corner.
8:55 left in the second quarter.
We got to keep Charlie happy.
I got that right.
Don't get Charlie mad at
We're
us.
quick learners.
Now, if you had candy in your pocket, Charlie, and every time we said quarter, you gave us a piece of candy, we'd get it right all the time. So next time you got to bring a bag of jelly beans. They'll be on sale next week, after St. Patrick's Day. All the green jelly beans will be half price.
All right, Dick. They're going for 2, which is what they've done. The kicking game is a little bit non-existent. All right, you got to throw wide open. Oh,
overthrown. That's one of the first mistakes they've made on offense.
Wow.
So Nantucket is trailing 22-0, and now it is really a 3-score game to get back into this. But right now, I mean, Nantucket's got to get first down. I don't think we have a first down yet, Dennis.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
No,
So
no.
right now, there's not a 22-point play in the playbook.
Nope.
So you got to come out and do baby steps. And right now the baby steps is, let's get this kick, guys. Let's take it upfield, and then let's string together 2 or 3 first downs. Let's get some momentum back into the offense. Because right now there is 0 momentum.
So the Whalers need Dick really to establish some kind of a running game. And that's up back at number 30 for Nantucket.
Go up the field, yeah. Looking for
30.
some room there. You want to run it up the field, not sideways. He did find a little room at the sidelines there.
That was Kennard Lyberg.
And that's the second one he's run back. So now maybe you talk about changing your formation on your receiving team, since you realize that they're not going to
bring everybody up.
Kick anything down to the 20. Let's start creeping up and have a quicker guy get in there. So right now, Nantucket's at the 40. They got to get to midfield for first down. That'd be nice if they can pick up their first down here and get this offensive team on the roll.
And their quarterback voice is going to throw it over the middle, complete.
He had a guy open, but he just shot at him there.
Yeah, that was Makai Bowden, a little bit short with that pass.
I think Mackay was watching Cam Newton. That's how most of Cam Newton's passes went.
Yeah,
A little bit short of their receiver into the ground.
I do believe they just signed him.
They signed him, right. I was listening to talk radio today. The two lead stories was signing Cam Newton, and then Brady extended his contract, giving $19 million cap to Tampa Bay. And a guy called in and said, well, the season's over. Tampa Bay's in the Super Bowl again. The Patriots are fighting for a playoff.
It's a long
Got a
pass
guy wide
down the
open.
middle.
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
Ghana Ray, a
Number
junior, got out there, and what a pass by Borden. He just laid that right in there.
Manuel Lamonte, number 10, was that?
Was that 10 or 18?
Number 10.
Number 10, I'm sorry. So that was sophomore. Okay,
Sophomore.
I thought it was 18. My mistake. Nice pass there. Borden just laid that right out.
If it was 18, it was Ghana Ray, but
I thought 18 caught it.
okay.
I think Connor Ray caught that
yeah,
one,
he
Dennis.
did. Yeah. Well, a little bit of a gain.
So a little mix-up on who caught it, but we decided it was Ghana Ray, the junior running back, and a nice pass in there by Borden laid it right in there.
So the ball's on the 21-yard line. It's second down and 8.
So 7:38 to go here in the second quarter. Nantucket desperately needs to get this ball into the end zone.
We got motion, Ray again, and then, pass is overthrown.
Yeah, the brother act there, and didn't work. How many times have they probably done that in their backyard?
Now, I'm wondering, does Nantucket have a kicker this year?
Well, they may or they may not, but I don't think they'd use it here if it's on the May side.
You think?
No, you can't take a field goal when you're down 22-0. You don't accomplish much. You need 3 touchdowns to get back into this game. You kick a field goal, and you still need 3 touchdowns to get back into it.
That is true.
So they're going to go for it. If they can't pick up 8 here, they're going to use another play on 4th
And
down.
Are you going to go with the option?
Reverse.
Reverse. Oh. And that will let another.
Dennis, I thought you would have that called before the pitch.
I went for the fake, Dick.
You went for the fake.
I went for the fake.
Dennis, the king of the reverse, didn't see it coming. But the problem is Mashpee did see it coming, and it didn't fool them. And he just about gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he had a little.
50?
Yeah.
No 50, huh?
No.
I don't have a 50. All right. Mashpee defense comes up big, Dick.
Yeah. That was an option. Looking downfield to throw the ball. Decides to run it. And just had nowhere to go. Just too many white jerseys around him. So change of possession is the automatic timeout called this time by the officials. I really think they missed it in the first period.
Number 3 mistake.
Number 3 mistake.
Uh-oh.
They missed it the first time around, so the officials come up here in the second quarter and call it's called a water break timeout. So what's interesting about this, Dennis, if things keep getting better and people get the vaccine and the whole bit,
Right.
that these kids will be playing football again come August. And that's not far away when you think about it.
No, it's not. Not at all.
The second winter season, as they call it, or fall season, however you want to look at it.
Well, he says fall season number 2.
Fall season number 2, that extends to, I think, April 24th.
And then we have spring season.
And then spring season starts, April 26th.
It goes to July.
And it's going to go right into July. You can technically still be playing games in July. So if you're an underclassman playing football and say lacrosse or baseball, you go right into practice the next week. You go into July, and then you have about 5 weeks off, and you come right back to the regular 2021 season for football.
Right.
Okay, Nantucket defense has to step up now. The offense showed a little life on that last series. Let's see if the defense can show some in this series.
Nice gain. 34 for Nantucket. Made the tackle.
Oscar Waldman,
Yep.
senior, linebacker. Mashpee right now, Dennis, with the nice lead, I think they're going to keep the ball on the ground.
Run the clock.
Run the clock. They would just assume bring the clock down to 0-0 and get into halftime.
We got motion. And they got a quick pitch outside. Number 5 stays on his feet. And brought out of bounds.
Santos, good running back there.
Griffin Fox on the tackle, number 32.
A little bit of holding at the end of that, but it was all in the wash and not called.
So we got a first down, the ball spot on the Nantucket 49-yard line with 5:23, plenty of time.
Nick Santos, good size, 6'2", 185. He broke a couple of tackles, Dennis, along the way there, and he's also quick for a big guy.
Santos fake to him. Oh, incomplete. First down. And it's interesting. They decided to throw the ball on the first down.
Yeah, that was interesting. Figuring catching Nantucket sleeping there and come back with that. Practicing on the fly.
That's a very relevant point. Yeah, they probably want to use that play because they practiced it.
This is Nantucket's first competition.
Right.
They had no scrimmage. Mashpee did have one scrimmage.
Who they scrimmaged, Dick?
I don't know who they scrimmaged, but I talking to the AD, Chris Moore, he said they did get film of the scrimmage, so they did see Mashpee on the scrimmage.
We got motion, empty backfield, and see. Quarterback's going to. He's
too many broken tackles.
Yeah, absolutely. And he gets hit right near the goal line.
Yeah, gets right down the goal line. Nantucket is not tackling very well tonight.
No. Ball spotted on the 2-yard line.
So it's first and goal from the 2. Henricks,
Good player.
but Nantucket, I think 3 Nantucket defensive players had their hand on him.
Yeah,
And that's
arm tackling. Yeah.
you just can't
Yep.
arm tackle. And Henricks is good size too.
You were in the I formation. Santos was probably double. Yep. And he's in the end zone.
So Santos again, that's his second
score. Yep.
second score. So at 4:23 to go here, score is in the first half. Mashpee is up by 28 and is setting up to go for 2. Now, one of the differences here today, Dennis, is looking over at the Booster Club shack. You see that they can't cook over there.
No.
No food being served.
No.
They do have the window open where they sell the gear. You can buy a Wheeler hat, stuff like that, shirts. But
Hoodies.
cooking is hoodies, yeah, Wheeler hoodies. But cooking is not allowed, so the grills are not fired up tonight.
Yeah, nice throw over the middle, incomplete. Complete. Number 40.
The back official did not signal it as a catch, so I thought it hit the ground. Then the front official called it a catch.
Danny Mitchell was the recipient of that pass from Hendrickson.
That pass was fired right in there. Nice
And it was
throw.
30 to zip for Mashpee in the lead. 4:23 left.
Well, Nantucket's going to have 2 weeks to get ready for the next game, but Randolph again is a bigger school.
Yeah.
They're not in the same caliber program-wise, football
No.
as a Mashpee or even a Nantucket.
Yeah.
But being a bigger school, and they may have 2 games under their belt. They may be playing this weekend or next weekend. If they are playing next weekend, at least in Nantucket with the weekend off, we can go up and scout them in person, along with the film exchange.
Keep it up. Stretch out. You're all right, dude. Fight through.
Well, I think Mashpee remembers the last time they met Nantucket, as Nantucket knocked them out of the playoffs, and I believe the score in that game was 42-0. So
And again, low kick. And balls are loose, but covered up. Good job by number 22 for Nantucket.
that was an early whistle there, because he was not down. The ball hit him in the chest and came out. He did not have it. Technically, he could have been able to pick that up and try to get it up the field, but the whistle blew before he had a chance to pick it up.
And that was Camden Shea on the recovery. Really a great night for football, Dick. If we had to play it in March,
Yeah,
this is about the best night you could possibly have.
when I heard that the state was setting up this schedule, and then as we're getting closer to it falling in line, and then I seen the schedule about a month and a half ago, I said, if I'm at the game on March, well, we're calling it March
Oh my goodness.
14th to 15th, it's going to be a little bit chilly, but here we are. It's not anywhere near chilly.
Camden Shea is knocked right and back in the backfield for a big loss.
Right now, this game is being controlled entirely by the Mashpee line.
Mashpee defense, number 72, was in on that play.
The defensive line is just having their way, pushing Nantucket off the ball, and on the offensive side, they're doing their job, and Nantucket's not making the tackles. So that goes to a 4-yard loss, 2nd and 14.
They're going down way up high, and Malik Bowden, no place to go. Mashpee reacts to the ball really quickly, Dick.
And that pass there is dangerous.
Yeah,
It's a
it
long
is.
way across, A, you got a chance for a defender getting in front of it for an easy
B, you
pick.
can have a backward pass, which is a
And then,
fumble.
yeah, as you say, the backward pass, it doesn't even have to be caught. It becomes a live ball.
Yep.
So you're listening to this first game of the year, Channel 18, Dick Herman, Dennis Cameron in the booth, Charlie Hoyman on the camera, keeping track of the quarters for us. We need a quarter checker, Charlie.
We got a third down, Dick. Motion again. And they're going to go up the field again with that.
Oh,
pass
nice
play.
catch there.
Yeah, he's got good hands. And that's a first down, Dick. Converted the first down.
Sean Davis is our technician over here. He's busy. He's busy. Thank goodness I don't have to do that job. I have a hard time retrieving an email that someone sends me.
So the ball spot on the 48-yard line. We got a 1st and 10.
So Dennis, do you think we'll put the lights on at halftime for the second half?
I think. It cuts it up. Ooh.
And don't forget, Dennis, you got to turn your clock this weekend. Do you turn them?
way, Dick?
Do you turn them back, or do you turn them?
Spring ahead, Dick.
Spring ahead. Spring
Fall
ahead.
behind.
Spring ahead. Fall back.
No, spring ahead, fall behind.
This is a fall day, so
You turn yours back, and I'll turn mine ahead and be right.
Football season, early fall.
it feels like it's early fall. That's for sure. Much better than I thought I was going to feel like tonight. I thought I would have so many layers on I wouldn't be able to turn or talk up here. But
All right, we have a 2nd down and 10, Dick. Oh,
yeah,
okay, big hit on
yeah.
Canada Library.
Nantucket's got to do a little bit better blocking than that. They're just blowing into the backfield, making the tackles there.
Canard Library got hit for no gain. You got a 3rd down.
And less than a minute to go here in the half, so this is definitely a throwing down here.
3rd down.
3rd and 10. Nantucket's been in this situation too many times here in the first half, Dennis. Well, Nantucket's in no big hurry, Dennis.
No, they're not.
25 seconds to go here in the first half.
We got motion, and he's going to throw it. He's going to run it. 4th down. They may have to punt if they take a timeout.
Well, nobody should take a timeout here. They should just let the clock wind down. So we have played one half here at Vito Capizzo Stadium, and it's the Mashpee Falcons controlling everything here tonight over the Nantucket Whalers, 30-0. Okay, we're getting ready here for second half action. Dick Herman, Dennis Karen in the booth, Charlie Hoyman on the camera, Sean Davis, the statistician and technician over there. And kind of a lopsided game, Dennis. It's kind of hard to feel it's a game. You know, it's almost like a scrimmage. But I was talking to the assistant coach over there, and I said that Mashpee had a scrimmage. Mashpee actually had 2 scrimmages.
Ooh, wow.
They scrimmaged DY and Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, wow. How did they say about Martha's Vineyard? How they?
He said Vineyard is an opponent. Yeah, they're tough. So Nantucket's got their work cut out for them. To get a showing in this game. You know, it's a tough hole to come out of, but you want to get a showing and make yourself feel like you're playing.
The way you approach it, Dick, is you want to win the third quarter, and try to win the third quarter, and then subsequently try to win the fourth quarter. You got to do it one play at a time. Take your time, be methodical, and you can do it. You know, but I agree. You want to come out with a good second half.
And a short kick, but it's run back about 15 yards. And Mashpee again is setting up with excellent field position.
Aiden Kuzo was the ball carrier, number 10.
So they're in midfield right in front of us here.
They've been there all day, Dick.
Now you would say that you would start substituting in. I'm looking on the bench here, Dennis, and Mashpee doesn't even have a second team. I'm counting 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Missed one. 10 reserves. So they come over here with 21 kids.
Nice
Big
tackle.
hole there on the outside,
Nice
and
tackle downfield by number 34 from Nantucket. Oscar Waldman. And that's another first down for Mashpee. Ball's way inside the Wheeler territory at the
So-
36-yard line.
so Mashpee opens up the second half with a 13-yard run, Dennis, and they're having their way on the ground.
Another good run.
Again, missed
25.
tackles, 3, 4. This is the fourth guy that had their hands on the ball carrier. The first 3 could not slow him up or bring him down.
Cesar Hendricks, the ball carrier. Nick Santos comes in and replaces him. So they're rotating their running backs.
Yeah, the coaches feel that, you know, they want to get as many kids in it again. And as I said, they only have 10 reserves there, so I assume they're all gonna get in and get a chance to play. I heard there was supposed to be a JV game, but nowhere near could Mashpee play a JV game when they only got 21 kids dressed here. Oh,
Wow. Number 12, the running back, the fullback. Jack Vininsky.
Fox helps bring them down there, but not after another big gain.
So the
And they
ball's
have
gone
another
at the
first
28
down
yard
here.
line.
So less than 2 minutes into the second half, and Mashpee is already inside the 20.
And the quarterback holds it, and then he's going to get hit. Good job by the Wheeler defense that time.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to hand it off, and when he didn't, it looked like the option play, but all of a sudden he stopped and turned and tried to come back the other way.
You get about 1.5 to 2 yards on the ground. Starting to get to be dusk, Dick.
Yeah, I'm looking at the lights and they're not on.
No,
I assume they'd put them on at halftime. Maybe they'll put them on at the end of the third quarter.
Santos with the ball. Nice run off right tackle. And it's about third down, a first down. Ball's down to to about the 8-yard line. 8-yard line.
So that'll bring it up first and goal. Watch your head, Dennis.
I am not moving.
Well, you don't want the camera to hit you. You don't want the camera to hit you in the head. So hand off to 20, and he's going to walk into the end zone untouched.
Mackie Hugh with a ball carrier carries it in for the score.
So
We have to talk about maybe you're going to have a running clock here pretty quick.
I would think it's in effect now, but we haven't had a test of it yet because no one has gone out of bounds or nobody has
Clock is
thrown a
off, by the
pass.
way.
Oh, it's stopped for the extra point, but
Yeah.
you would have to see when Nantucket takes over whether if it keeps running on an incomplete pass or if somebody goes out of bounds. That's the best way to tell.
Oh, nice. Good throw, but good defensive play by Nantucket.
Borden
Number
has a
13 on the courage for Nantucket. Sean Murphy, nice play on it by Sean.
all right, so we're here in the third quarter, and it's been all your Mashpee Falcons, and it shows that they got a good team, but it shows they have the benefit of the two scrimmages against two good clubs,
Yeah.
DY
yeah.
and Martha's Vineyard. Nantucket doesn't face DY, but they do face the Vineyard. Mark your calendars, Island Cup, April 24th. Who thought we'd ever be saying that, Dennis?
Really?
Island Cup on April 24th.
Well,
You would have thunk I would have been into my third cup of cocoa saying that.
Okay, now we haven't had a real solid kickoff from Mashpee.
No,
That's
no.
the real weakness in their team. They don't have a kicker. That one's pretty good. I think it was Garner Ray on the reception.
So Garner's
the
showing a
Wheelers-
little offensive spark today.
The Whalers
Kickoffs and catching passes.
Yeah, the Whalers going to start off with fairly good field position. Now their task is try to win the third quarter.
Well, their task is to string together 2 or 3 first downs in a row to get some offensive life in them.
Get
They
some
have too many.
confidence, yeah.
They have too many good offensive players over there, but they just haven't been able to get untracked and get anything moving.
There goes the lights there.
The lights are coming on. We have night football in March.
Number 12 for Mashpee on the tackle.
Yeah, just
Big
too many
loss.
bodies in the backfield there.
Jack Vinsky playing both ways for Mashpee.
So a 10-yard loss. So that brings up 2nd and 20. Well, the clock's running now, but that counted as a running play anyway, so I'm not sure if it's
No, it stopped.
open running.
No, yeah, it's running.
Every once in a while it sticks on a number.
Yeah, it just jumped about
It's
3
yeah, it sticks on the 6, I think, and it doesn't go to the 5 and the 4.
screen pass, and they. You hear them, the Mashpee defense hollering screen. They
Yeah.
were all over that one. So we have a no gain.
So it's
third down.
3rd and 20 here coming up.
Yep. And clock is running.
So Nantucket's trying everything and anything, but Mashpee is not baiting right now. Mashpee not right now is playing for the sort of trick play, if you want to call it. You can't trick them when they know it's coming.
Nice grab
Nice.
by Mackey Bowden.
Brother to brother there,
Yeah, the brother
trying to
did it.
stretch out for the first down. Didn't get it. They may go for it here. Why punt it? Why punt it, Dennis?
Malik Bowden, nice catch. Stretched out. We got a 4th down. I think you're right there.
Yeah. Nothing to lose here. You would love to build on this and pick up 5 yards for the first down and keep this drive going. Nantucket's taking a long time calling this play here. You don't want to pick up a delay of game penalty here.
And there it is.
Yes.
So now, that will
Now,
move
let's
them
hope
back.
that's the automatic timeout and not the delay of game.
I don't know, Dick.
No,
They're
it's
knocking
not.
it off.
It's not the automatic timeout. It's a penalty.
So now it's a 3rd and 9.
Yeah,
4th
yeah.
and 9.
The quarterback was over there talking to the coaching staff much too long. It's 4th down and 4. You got to have a play ready and not make it 4th and 9. Thank goodness this is not a game, Dennis, that one play makes or breaks you.
Right, absolutely. Quick over the middle. Ooh.
Yes. That's the remake there. That guy
And
called the a bad penalty before. This is a bad penalty here now, but it evens
I think
off.
that's going to be a first down for the Whalers. They mark it off.
Well, it should be an automatic first down.
Let's see what they're doing. They picked up the flag.
Yeah, it should be
They're
an
gonna mark
automatic.
it
I
off.
don't understand. I don't understand when they called that penalty before. They didn't give Mashpee the automatic first down.
15
I think-
yarder, first down.
I think the officials were a little bit rusty, Dennis.
Oh yeah, I think yeah, I agree with that.
They're having a hard time communicating with those masks on there. And that's hurting them, and they're a little bit rusty. So here's the automatic timeout here for the water break at the midway point, or the first play after the midway point, or the first play after the change of possession. I don't know how they call it, but they're finally getting used to calling it here. And again, we're here on Channel 18. Excited to be live. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube and all those things I know very little about. If you call me my rotary phone, though, I will answer. And I'd like to mention some of our fine sponsors from the old Geno TV. Oh, I mentioned his name. He goes by Bino now. He's in the witness protection program. Some of our fine sponsors who will be coming aboard here shortly, but they carry over. Fairgrounds Restaurant, Seagrill Restaurant, Island Kitchen, Arrowhead Nursery. Get out to Arrowhead Nursery for your spring planting, and Keepers Restaurant. All fine sponsors of Channel 18 TV. So,
Dick, I think that's the third first down
Yeah,
by way of penalty.
and what? Could this be the first time across midfield? Or was that other first down?
No, they had the ball down there.
They had
on
the other-
long pass.
The long pass brought him across
Yeah.
midfield the last time.
And good run,
Nice
run.
little run there. Positive yards, and it's hard to say, but because they haven't had positive yards too often on a
Number 30 for
first down
Nantucket.
run.
Yeah, it was just ISO. That was getting nailed back. Kind
Kennard Library doing the carry.
He did. There was nothing there.
So we got a second down and about 6.
Now, have you been in the school since that last basketball game last February?
No, I don't believe so.
No,
no. You?
I haven't been either, and it's kind of eerie when you think about it. 13 months and not stepping foot in the building.
Walking those corridors for many, many years as a teacher.
Yeah.
Nice run.
Nice hole there. He's
And
got to
he
get
gains-
his motor chugging. No, he had the hole, Dennis. He just didn't get
Yeah,
chugging.
he didn't hit the hole fast enough, but he got about 2. So it's third down and maybe a long 5.
3rd and 5. Again, you're in 4-down territory here.
No, Dick, you're right. We haven't been up into the school. And, you know, that those schools were our livelihood and our life for many, many years.
I still see your initials there in the hallway there where you carved them that day.
No, that was
DC was here.
that was Jack Pignado.
Jack McDowell. Our good friend Jack. May he rest in peace. A true Wheeler fan he was.
All right, we got first down. Third down, rather. Sorry. And
Flag
on the
come out.
field.
That's in the vicinity of holding, and if it is, it'll be refused, I assume. Just too many people there. Borden has the ability to jump around, but you can't jump around when we have 4 guys facing you. You know, you can dodge 1, dodge 2. You can't dodge 4.
So it remained third down and about 15.
Yeah, they're going to refuse that penalty. I didn't see the call, but
So
I'm
it's a
assuming
fourth
it's
down.
I'm assuming it's holding.
Fourth down.
So it's 4th and a dozen, and Nantucket is sending in the punt team. Again, I would fake punt it here.
Well, Dick, yeah, but
But again,
might as well practice it.
again, as you pointed out, and Charlie pointed out, you got to practice these things. So here's a good time to practice it.
There you
So
go.
that's the benefit. Especially the first time
Don't count.
they punted, it was
There
a
you go.
disaster.
Now that they did it well.
Boy, that kid wanted to pick it up.
He did in the worst way.
He did everything but try to grab it out of the air and start running.
So we got a first
So-
and 10, 2:39 left in the third quarter.
Now, when Nantucket was losing 8-0, they had a punt.
Yep.
If they performed it the way they did there,
Yeah, there'd be a different game.
different game.
Yep.
But that really set the tone of the game
No
there.
doubt about it.
When you went down from 8-0, 16-0 on 2 plays, a bad punt attempt and a 1-yard field position.
So they got first and 10. Santos the ball carry gets to the pitch, and boy, he's
Santos is trying for the hat trick
nice
here.
run.
He was about one more step away from
Yeah, going
completing
all
the
out.
hat trick.
Number 54, Jack Wilson made the tackle for the Whalers, saving tackle. And the clock is winding.
Jack Wilson, a senior lineman, he showed a lot of promise towards the end of last year, so I expect a lot big things out of him this year.
And he's a captain, one of the captains of the Whaler football team. Straight up the middle, it's Santos again.
You know what I'm interested in finding out is, I don't think there's no such thing as a locker room now. So, I mean, did
Oh,
the,
yeah.
did the kids bring the uniforms with them daily? Or did they use, I heard they're using the gym to get into the uniform. I don't know how that works.
No, I don't either.
Because what I read And I know there's been some changes since. What I read is that you couldn't even go into the locker room, and that's kind of crappy because that means you gotta, take your equipment and go home and shower at home and everything.
Nice throw. Oh. Wow. The pass was right in his hands, but he looked to run before he caught it.
Yeah.
Number 9 for
Well, they did stop the clock, so evidently the
incomplete pass.
on the
Stop the
incomplete
clock.
pass, so it must be the magic number must be 40 and not 30 then. 3rd and 6 here for Mashpee. And we didn't think they're going to pass then. Now they're back to the run, and they're going to stop Santos.
Close,
And
it's close, but they're going to stop him.
Santos
about-
fights and makes it 4th and short.
He's about a yard and a half short. So are they going to? I wonder if they're going to punt.
Well,
No,
they don't have any type of a kicking game, so I doubt if they'll punt here.
no.
But again, we go back to our theory is it's a good time to practice, but I don't think they're going to practice here.
There'll be no games as tournament this year as we know it.
Now, I was watching the news last night. I think it was on Channel 4,
Yeah,
and they were talking with the Tewksbury High School team.
yeah.
And the Tewksbury High School team, I don't know if it's their field or the field they were going to this weekend. And I think it was their field because one of the parents was a captain's dad. And he was saying he's not allowed to see his son play his game. So they're not letting fans into the Tewksbury High School field.
Wow.
And his point was, and I wasn't listening to it that carefully, but his point was, I see the coach in the shopping center. I see the assistant coach at the coffee shop. Why can't I go to the game and watch my son play?
I know.
So we have played 3 quarters here at Vito Capizzo Stadium, and again, it's all Mashpee. And it is 36-0 right now. And Mashpee has the ball and driving.
I'm so glad tonight, Dick, they've allowed fans into the game here, and they're all spread out. And
I'm glad they allowed me in.
I know.
And I want to go on record as I had my 2 shots, not of bourbon, but of vaccine. But another thing I did miss, you asked me, how I survived and how I have survived over the last year, and I think pretty good. But what I did miss was not seeing any basketball
No, we didn't see the
this
Wales
winter.
play.
No Wheelers game.
I
as
don't
that
think
they only allowed parents in.
Yeah,
Yeah, they allowed
I did read that. Yeah.
allowed mom and dad to go in, and that would defeat that old Vito Capizzo statement that he made once at a Booster Club meeting when he said, "Every kid here has at least 3 parents." So if mom and dad were separated, only the mom and dad could go. No stepmoms or stepdads.
Okay, Mashpee takes over. They got
Second and short.
Second and short. And
Mashpee just has too many good quality, skilled players.
Yeah, they do. They do.
They have a
And an offensive line, it really
good
opens
quality. Well,
holes.
that's what the game has been won tonight.
Yeah.
Is that Mashpee's not only the offensive line but the defensive line, and they're probably the same kids. Again, Mashpee only has 21 players here dressed, and I see a number 10 warming up, and he looks like he's just basically out of the 8th grade. So I'm gonna call him a freshman, but he's a real small freshman here. Let's look up his.
Well, I'm just happy. I'm sad about the way the game is going, but I'm happy to see the kids out there participating.
Well, it's a very important part of your
score.
high school experience if you are an athlete to play these games. Yeah, and it was so devastating when the whole fall season
Oh, that was awful.
was
man.
shut down. So it's nice that they are getting a chance to come back and play some of it right now. And it's going to be a quick turnaround, A lot of these kids are going to be playing another sport, which will either be lacrosse or baseball.
Or
And then
softball for the girls.
And if they're underclassmen, they're going to come right back and be going to football practice in third week of August.
So we got another first down.
So Mashpee is starting the fourth quarter here with another drive going, and that's been the thing all day. Mashpee punted once or none?
I don't believe they're punted
I don't
at all.
believe they're punted, no.
So the ball's spotted on about the 15-yard line, a little bit more, about the 17. We got first and 10.
Oh,
my
he's
goodness.
going for his hat trick, and he's got it.
No,
3,
No, Dick, it's number 4.
4, okay. I thought it was 5.
No. Number 4. That's Adian Kuzo.
So the sophomore, he's a small guy, 5'7", 125,
Yep.
and he did a good job there.
Yep.
It looks like they're getting a tee. They're looking for a tee. This is going to be interesting. They are going to try to kick an extra point. So this will be an adventure. I'm excited. I want to watch this adventure.
All right.
For a team that's having a hard time kicking off and haven't had it to punt yet, now they're going to try to kick an extra point. So let's see if they can put this all together. This is really practice here. And who knows? They may need this down the line in a close game, a field goal or an extra point kick. And he gets it off.
And it's good.
And he puts it through. Nantucket had a lot of bodies coming in, but nobody could spread out for the block. And that excites them. They're very happy to kick that extra point. And I'm glad to see some of the players excited, Dennis, is the line there. And they're excited because they did their blocking and let the kick get off. If they didn't block, then the kick doesn't get off. And you forget about that.
Oh, yeah. And the clock is running, Dick.
Clock is running.
Yep.
So the magic number is 40, not 30. So I should call the fairgrounds and have my pizza ordered so I can pick it up on the way home.
There you go, Dick.
I'll be there in 10 minutes, sir. Now, the old days, the coaching staff used to head over to the fairgrounds after the game, but on a game like this, you're not in a mood to talk about what happened, but you have to. You got to get ready for next week. Next week is open right now on the Whaler schedule. They play 2 weeks from today home against Randolph.
Now, I heard, Dick, a couple of games were canceled because of COVID on the Cape this weekend. Barnstable was one, and I'm not quite sure of the other one, but may have been Monomoy.
Well, I was coming back Thursday. I was on the Cape for a couple of days. I was coming back Thursday getting the 305 boat, and the Nantucket volleyball team was getting off the boat. So the volleyball, I think, has competed in a couple. They were going over to St. John Paul.
And we have a timeout and the clock stops.
So the clock will stop during the timeout. That's why you call it.
So today it's been all Mashpee, and they've dominated the Whalers in every phase of the game. So Dick, what do you think the Whalers are going to do? And
The
Oh, the clock's still running.
Yeah, the Whalers.
What do you think they need to do?
Oh, right now, the big thing is working on the morale. They're going to be really down in the dumps. So you got to bring them back. But what you got to go really back to the basics, blocking and tackling. You know,
Particularly tackling. That was a glaring weakness.
too many
many
times
eye
today. Too many times today. It wasn't until the fourth or fifth blue jersey wrapped them up and brought them down. And you can't have that. You got to have the first or second blue jersey. If the first blue jersey can't make the tackle, at least he's got to slow him up so the second guy can.
And we have a stoppage in play for. We're down to the 6-minute mark.
So the league schedule, they're winding it down. I'm looking at the schedule. You asked me about the schedule. Okay, off next week, and then another non-league game against Randolph. Then they start the league schedule. They start the league schedule on the 3rd of April. They're at Monomoy. That's for a 1 o'clock game. Then we're back home here, Dennis, on the 10th against Sandwich. And then we go to St. John Paul on the 17th. And then the Island Cup game ends the season on the 24th. There's no time in the Island Cup game, but it's usually around the 1 o'clock vicinity. Vineyard, the visiting team usually sets the time sort of by what boat they come in on. And
So the Whaler schedule, they either play, they play on the Cape or on the with Martha's Vineyard.
right.
There's not
So they
much
got
traveling involved this year.
so they got 2 non-league games.
Yep.
This one, the week off, and then Randolph, and then 4 league games. Monomoy and St. John Paul away, Sandwich and Martha's Vineyard home. So those are the 4 that you start keying in on now. Nice hole there up the middle.
And Kennard Liebert with the carry.
Liebert had a nice big hole there up the middle and took advantage of it. Picks up about 4, maybe 5.
That's a good solid run, Dick. Second down at 5. Ball's on the 44-yard line.
Hey, tell these guys to cheer these guys on. Let's go.
So Mashpee, I think, has a lot of their so-called second unit in there.
Garneray hit immediately in the backfield, and they lose yardage.
So Mashpee right now is getting in everybody.
Yep.
And the coach goes over and talks to the kid he's putting in and tries to give him a little guidance on what he has to do out in the field, because some of these backup players playing for the first time for Mashpee.
It's third and 10, Dick.
Well, Mashpee returned the favor, Dennis, because as we said before, Nantucket knocked them out the playoffs last year with a 42-0 thumping. Well, Mashpee comes in here, turns it around, and is beating us at the moment 43-0. And there's just 4 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
Will they punt, Dick?
They will not punt.
You predicting they will not punt?
They will not punt.
I
They
think I
will.
would if I was coaching, because you want to practice that. I gotta.
My theory is
we gotta- we
I
got
would
people
go
shaking
for
their
it because
heads up here. They can do it.
my theory is you got to go for it because you got to practice on making a 4th and 15 once in a while.
But I think that in a close game, as you just pointed out a while back, punting is crucial.
Punting is crucial. Making 4th and
But you're
15.
right this time, Dick.
4th and 15s are also crucial.
Here we go. And it's going to go deep.
Lays it out there.
Could be good.
Oh!
close.
That was a nice pass. I don't
That
know
was a
why they
lovely
haven't run that
pass.
play more often. And it looked like he could almost come right under it.
Yeah.
And
So we're going to have a changeover. Mashpee's ball, 1st and 10 at the 38 of Nantucket.
yeah. So the clock is running. Mashpee will probably get in about 4 plays.
We have a-
Hopefully they don't score. They do have
A new
a
quarterback.
new quarterback in there.
Yep.
He's a small kid, but he's listed as a junior.
Let's see.
I thought he was.
Brady Johnson,
I thought he was a real young kid, but he's a.
5'9", 160 pounds. He's the backup.
And he's just putting his knee down. And that's one thing that I don't understand. When you bring your backup quarterback in, at least let him do a handoff.
At least one.
Instead of putting your knee down. You might as well bring in the left tackle if you're just going to put your knee down, right? Let the left tackle take a snap.
So we got a victory form. Let's see if they have a victory formation. No, they're in their eye.
He's asking how many seconds can tick off before he gets a delay of game. So he wants to have that snap just before that happens.
And they're just going to.
I don't think he can bring it all the way down,
No,
so
he
Nantucket's going to get the ball back. So Nantucket may get another offensive play unless the official just waves it off, because what they're doing is not going to run out the full 2 minutes.
No.
So it's 3rd down and a need to go. Is that the right appropriate saying?
A need to go, yeah.
Or 2 needs to go, because he's going to do it on 3rd and 4th down.
Well, it's running down. It's 102.
This is not the way to end this game.
No, I do not
He
believe
should have been handing it off. He's bringing in a young quarterback. Let him hand it off. Let Nantucket tackle a few guys.
42 seconds left. The clock is running.
Technically, they can't run it down, but I think the officials are going to let him run it down.
Yeah. Number 40's walking back to the huddle, taking his time. Well, Dick, it's really been great to
Yeah, I'm
see the guys
excited.
out there playing. It's really been great that we were able to do the game.
I'm excited to be back, and congratulations for Channel 18 for getting this up and running and
Yeah,
working on it. And
They did a great job with all the technical things.
if you're listening to us live or on Facebook, good for you. I don't know, and you have to call me on my rotary phone and tell me you saw it on Facebook.
All right.
So Mashpee, someone's calling me.